Welcome to the Pete De La Torre Business Hour, a daily focus on late-breaking news on business opportunities and economic development in South Florida, featuring the movers and shakers of our community. And now, your host, Pete De La Torre.
Good morning, South Florida, as we are tapping along to that music. It's a way to get things rolling on a beautiful morning here in South Florida. It's beautiful because we have opportunities out there. We have places to go, businesses to attend to, a job to go to, even though it's a little bit rainy and it's starting to warm up again. But welcome once again to the Pete De La Torre Business Hour here on 880 AM. The program today is sponsored by FIU College of Business, Kathy Parade and Associates, PS Business Parks, and Inspire HR. We have had an incredible start to the new year. This is our fourth show in 2014. And as all of you know that have been listening, and if you are tuning in for the first time, one of the exciting things that we're going to be doing this year is dedicating each month with a theme. A theme in an industry sector or a part of our business community in South Florida that is instrumental in making things happen. This month, for many, many reasons, we decided to launch it as Biz Innovators Month. And Biz Innovators Month simply focuses on the wonderful world of entrepreneurship and small business in South Florida. This is what South Florida is all about, both from a domestic and international perspective. And it is a very, very unique market, exciting, and every single show this month, we're going to focus on the innovation, the small business opportunities, and we're going to hit you from all different angles and talk about so many things. So if you are an entrepreneur or if you are someone that is thinking about opening up your own business, you want to be tuning in every day this month. Not that we're not going to continue to talk about it, but we have a focus, dedication on every single show. Yesterday, we were kidding before the show started here that, and it just kind of worked out this way, we had a male-dominated type show yesterday. Every guest was a male talking about different things from Juan Casimiro, Jerry Reyes, and then Raymar Rodriguez. Today, the women are taking over the show. And we are going to start off with, and I'm very happy that we are moving forward with a bigger and more exciting partnership with FIU College of Business. Jacqueline Sousa, who is a special consultant to the Dean of the College of Business at FIU, and she's here to talk about a very, very exciting new collaboration with the Small Business Development Center. And it's unbelievable the things that you're going to hear today on all of the services available to help a small business at all levels and someone or a group that's thinking of opening up a small business. So we're very excited to have her here. My second guest, Maria Diaz, who's the Public Affairs Specialist for the Social Security Administration. It is part of the South Florida Area Director's Office. She's going to give us an update on what's going on with Social Security, some of the new tools available, specifically for the small business owner, and it does involve technology, as we all know. My third guest, who has been with me a couple of times on the show, today we're going to launch a brand new segment. It's called Sally's Biz Tips. Sally Villarba, New Dawn Enterprise, will be with us every 2 weeks. She is a success coach, and today she's going to share some successful ideas with all of you on how to develop yourself within your business so that business can thrive. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll wrap it up as we do every Thursday, and this will be the first one in 2014, with our Around Town segment with Clara Serrano from Freedom Concierge Services. We always talk about working hard during the week. Well, guess what? We also have to play hard. And Clara is going to share with us all of the exciting events and the things that are happening in South Florida this coming weekend. And a little bit later, I will share with you my business development tip of the day. As you know, I shared with you 10 key points of how to become an entrepreneur and have a successful business. The first one was why today. The second one we're going to go over briefly is your vision and your passion. What is really getting you excited about moving forward with a business? Okay, as you can all tell, it's going to be a packed agenda. And I'll say this a few times, do not forget to download my mobile application. Search for Pete Della Torre, all together, no spaces. It's totally free. And we'll talk a little bit more some of the cool things we're doing with that application. All right, without further ado, it is my pleasure to bring on to the show for the very first time. And I believe she's going to be a regular here. We just got to figure out the calendar. Jackie Sousa, again, special consultant to the Dean, College of Business at FIU. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very happy to be here and very happy to be talking about SBDC at FIU. It's going to be a great program we're developing to help small businesses in just all different areas. Basically, SBDC at FIU, what it does is provides no-cost consulting to local businesses in Miami-Dade County. And the consulting is in a broad range of areas of expertise, anything from financial management to access to capital. Businesses that need help with marketing and communications can come to us and seek advice from our consultants. Businesses that need help importing, exporting, want to develop their businesses overseas and develop international markets. We're going to have a great team of consultants with expertise and experience, which is very important in all these areas.
How did this all come together with FIU and SBDC?
Well, SBDC, the Florida SBDC network, is a network of SBDC centers throughout Florida. There are about 40 centers throughout the state. And there have been SBDC centers in Miami-Dade County. There was one very small scale operating out of here. When the Florida SBDC network was seeking for a host institution to have a center in Miami-Dade County, FIU immediately saw the opportunity to really demonstrate our commitment to entrepreneurship, our commitment to the local economic development, and this is a great supplement, if you will, complement, if you will, of the Pino Entrepreneurship Center, which FIU has.
Now, I'm sure some of our listeners are familiar with the Pino Center. For the benefit of those that are listening for the first time, or what is it exactly you do with the center? And the center's been up and running for a few years, correct?
Yes, the center is more than 10 years old. It is the Pino Global Entrepreneurship Center. It is at our FIU Brickell facility, and it provides assistance to entrepreneurs and small businesses through workshops, seminars, educational opportunities in all areas of need that businesses may have. What this SBDC Center now does, and we'll be working very closely, will be sister centers, we now can provide that one-on-one consulting that can be very specific to the needs of a company or of a business.
All right, let's set up a scenario here. I've been thinking about opening up a business, and I have an idea. I have this idea that I believe is a sure bet it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. How can you guide me along the way and in terms of the step-by-step process that I need to consider?
Okay. Well, one of the first things that will happen when a company comes to the SBDC seeking help is we will ask them to fill out a questionnaire so that we can, one of the things we definitely want to do is make sure we're matching the right consultant to the business. So they will answer a questionnaire based on whether it's a startup, whether it's a business that's already up and running, the industry that the business will be in, the specific needs at that point in time of the company. And that's very important because we won't just be working with companies at the startup stage. In fact, startup will probably make up about 20 to 25% of the companies we work with. We will also be working with companies,
existing businesses,
many existing businesses. So the areas of need will vary quite a bit.
You mentioned you have a team of consultants. Who are these individuals? We don't need to have names right now, but how do you select them? How do they become a consultant for the center?
We are developing the team of consultants right now, and we have individuals who have many years of experience in banking and finance, for example, many years of experience in marketing and communications, extensive experience in international market development. So again, it's finding that combination of people who have very good hands-on experience, so that when they do speak with a business owner or when they are working with a company, much of it is based on what they've seen and done.
Right, they're providing a true value to the you don't call them. It's not a client that you're working with.
Well, it is a client.
It is a client.
It definitely is
Okay.
a client, and we will be working with that client again, not just at one stage of the company's development, but we hope throughout with the client for years, throughout all their stages of development.
So some of the consultants are focusing on what we call soft skills, correct? Or is it just
to some degree? Yes.
To some degree.
Sometimes a client can come with a very specific need. I need to develop a strategic plan.
Okay.
Or I want to enter the market in Argentina. How can I do that? So again,
Okay.
there could be quite a bit of variety in meeting their needs.
You just mentioned something I think is absolutely essential in today's market.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been important, but I think it's taken on a whole different meaning, is to have a strategy behind everything that you're going to do, not just an overall strategy, but breaking them up into smaller pieces and having a strategy for your marketing, for your sales approach, for your just what you're planning to do, and then incorporating into all of that. And I'm sure that, obviously the FIU College of Business is very, advanced and ahead of the game.
Definitely.
It's to be able to develop and that mindset of reinventing yourself.
Definitely. You have to, one of the interesting thing about strategic plans is that no longer, it's a dynamic function. It has to change constantly, and it's something that you have to revisit constantly. And again, that's also an area where SBDC at FIU consultants can really help with businesses, and one of the reasons it's very important that they work with them throughout all stages of their development.
If I can ask you a bold question, and because I know that you've gone through this exercise several times over, what at the end, what is the end game you'd like to see? What's the vision that the center has in this collaboration?
Well, as I mentioned, FIU is very dedicated to helping develop the local economy, to helping the local business community not just grow but prosper. And as you know, this is a small business community. We have almost 99%, even statewide, almost 99% of the companies in Florida are small businesses. And we know that one of the ways to really grow the local economy, to help businesses grow, is to help educate them and teach them and instruct them on the skills and the development that they need to move on to the next stage and the next level.
Do you have specific workshops, events that are planned out through 2014?
Yes, as I said, SBDC at FIU is working very closely with the Pinot Global Entrepreneurship Center. If you visit entrepreneurship.fiu.edu, you will see a series of workshops and seminars that are planned for the coming weeks.
Beautiful. I mean, this, I have to congratulate again FIU and everything going on. The Pinot Center has been an incredible resource for local businesses. So many family-owned businesses in South Florida. So many, of course, foreign nationals that are now calling Miami home. And the beautiful thing is the name Global. Global, because this is truly a global city.
Definitely. And one of the things that we want to encourage is when the businesses are thinking about growth and development, that they're thinking more globally and internationally.
Yeah, we were talking about that before the show, is that it's looking at the basic skills and ideas that you need and the strategy, but also in terms of the mindset is understanding the opportunities that we have here geographically, where we are as a city.
Right, and I think that's where having a consultant with experience really comes in, is really important, because now you have someone who's done it, who has expanded overseas, who has sold and dealt with international markets, and it doesn't seem so impossible when you're there speaking with someone who has actually done it.
Well, I absolutely congratulate you and everyone at FIU, and I'm very happy that we have this great partnership with the show.
So are we.
Because it is, our again, one of our main objectives in this program, not just this month but the entire year, is to continue to focus on entrepreneurship, the opportunities today. I think there's never been a better time to be an entrepreneur. All that being said, it is not easy. There are many obstacles and bumps in the road, but I think the rewards far outweigh the challenges. And with the help of FIU and the Penal Center and then working together with SBDC, it's just going to take that to a whole different level. So I congratulate you. For the benefit of the listeners that are tuning in today, how can they get a hold of you?
The best way to reach us is to visit entrepreneurship.fiu.edu, and there they will find information on the Pinot Center as well as SBDC, and will be able to contact us. One
of the things we plan to do, we just got to coordinate the dates and the schedule, is to have one of our shows. We're going to do a live remote from the Penal Center, and so stay tuned. Because we're looking forward to that.
So are we.
Jackie, thank you so much. This has been terrific. You've been great, and we look forward to you coming back again and expanding on these topics.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great one.
You too.
All right, we're going to go to our first break, but when we come back, we have Maria Diaz, who is a public affairs specialist for Social Security. You don't want to miss that. Following her, Sally Villalba. We start a new segment, Sally's Biz Tips, and a little bit later, Clara Serrano with some exciting news about what is happening around town. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the Pete De La Torre Business Hour here on 880 AM The Biz.
Make it your business to get to know and learn about the globally ranked graduate business programs at Florida International University. The Chapman Graduate School of Business is currently offering highly renowned MBAs, including the Executive MBA and a Healthcare MBA, as well as 8 specialized master degrees. Classes start every August and January in 3 convenient locations: the main Miami campus, the Broward Pines Center in Pembroke Pines, and more recently, the state-of-the-art facility in the center of Brickell Avenue's financial district. Get to know more about them at business.fiu.edu or call them at 305-348-0148. Kathy Pareto and Associates is an independent fee-only investment management and financial planning firm. The firm's certified financial planners provide personalized, ongoing, or hourly-based financial planning and investment management services. More and more individuals and families are using the services of fee-only independent advisors to help them with their personal financial plans and investments. You may be asking why. The reason for this trend is simple. With a fiduciary fee-only advisor, you have a dedicated and unbiased professional that not only has your best interests at heart, but also adheres to the highest standards of ethics within the financial services industry. Kathy Pareto and Associates has been recognized in Worth Magazine as a top 250 wealth advisor in 2008 and a top 10 most dependable wealth managers for women in Forbes magazine. Call them today at 305-648-9814 to set up a complimentary initial consultation, or visit them at the web at www.kathypareto.com. That's Kathy with a C. Attorney Eric Deeb owns and operates Atlantic Title and Escrow Services, a fully licensed and insured title company with a staff having over 25 years of combined experience. They are ready to take on issues as they arise and ensure a smooth and timely closing. The firm also works with distressed property owners to resolve their foreclosure issues via short sale with very favorable outcomes or via loan modifications with significant principal reduction. Please contact Attorney Eric Deeb at Atlantic Title and Escrow Services today at 305-854-2663.
Welcome back to the Pete De La Torre Business Hour here on 880 AM The Biz. And now, your host, Pete De La Torre.
So welcome back, everyone, to the Pete De La Torre Business Hour. I'm a little bit delayed here because I'm setting out a tweet. And I'm not that proficient yet. I'm going to get a lot better at this. So just look out. Of course, follow me at Pete Radio Show on Twitter. Want to thank Jacqueline Sousa from FIU College of Business and a very, very exciting collaboration with the Small Business Development Center. If you're out there, you're an existing small business, or you're thinking about opening up a business and you want to get the right answers, the right advice, you need to give them a shout. They're a terrific, terrific bunch, and they're doing so much to help the local economy. All right, now I'm going to bring on to the show. We've been trying to get Maria on for a while now. We finally made it happen in the new year. Maria Diaz, who is the Public Affairs Specialist for Social Security, and she works with the South Florida Area Director's Office. Welcome to the show, Maria.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
There's so much that we can talk about regarding Social Security. It is part of our lives, and it's been part of our lives for many, 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 many years, since the early 1930s. I'm not going to ask you to give you a history or anything like that regarding Social Security, but it affects every single person in this country. Where are things at right now? And then follow up by that, what's the latest? What are the latest tools and the best ways for especially small businesses to have access to the information that they need?
Yeah, it is so much, Pete. It's true. It affects us all. I mean, from the time you have a child, the number is actually issued in a hospital now. If you have a child in the United States, Social Security numbers are issued at birth, automatically at the time of birth. So it's incredible. It touches us from the time that we're born, and there's so many services that are available and that people actually don't know. A lot of people just think of Social Security as something the old people get. And they tell me just like that, oh, that's what my grandmother gets. That's what my parents get. But it really affects us all, and it's really important for business owners or people that are self-employed to know how Social Security will affect your future benefits. It's like I was listening to before, Jackie, and you speak, and you were speaking about the number of self-employed people. And they don't realize a lot of times that you have to pay Social Security tax, self-employment tax on your Social Security in order for you to receive credits, in order to receive benefits. And a lot of people say, well, I file my tax returns, and I file my tax returns. What do you mean I don't have enough credits, or I'm going to get such a little amount of check when I've paid in all these years? Well, when you look at their Schedule SE, they haven't been paying Social Security tax. So it's not just filing your tax returns, is knowing that you need to pay and how much you need to pay if you're self-employed in order to have your credits and in order to be insured for Social Security benefits. So it's really important, more so than for the employee, because the employer deducts the Social Security portion from their paycheck and also pays a portion. It's 6.75 the employer pays and 6.75 the employee pays. But when you're self-employed, you have to pay it all. How do you pay it? What do you do? So it's really important that you understand that so that you can receive benefits in the future. So as you're working and you're paying in, you can keep track. Now, if you're self-employed, you have to file a Schedule SE. An accountant or your tax person can assist you with that, and you have to pay your portion plus the employer portion. So actually, you're paying 15.30% taxes for Social Security and Medicare.
As a self-employed, as a business owner.
Self-employed. And you have to do that on a Schedule SC.
Okay.
But it's really important that you understand that, because some people say, well, I'm not going to pay. Well, if you're not going to pay, you're not paying into the system.
That's right.
And you're not getting credit, and you're never going to receive.
No pay, no receive.
That is correct. So it's important that you understand that aspect of it. And for the business owners, Social Security has a whole suite of services available online. If they go, and everybody can go to socialsecurity.gov. And you go to online services, and right there you're going to find where it says business for business. And it's a whole suite of services that you have available for the business owners. And some of the things that you can do online there are, when you go to hire somebody, is verify their name and Social Security number matches, so that you know that you're hiring the person they say they are, and that the number belongs to them. Right. So, which is a requirement that you have as a business. So that's one of the things that you have. You can also report wages to Social Security. It allows you to send your W-2 to Social Security either by uploading it specifically or electronically, or keying in your W-2 form information. So this is available through your business suite. You do have to register as a business, of course, but once you're registered, you'll be allowed to do all this for your business directly through the Social Security website.
So it's socialsecurity.gov. We were talking before the show on something very interesting. Number one, again, obviously technology. The younger you are, the easier it is. The older you are, the more the struggle. And especially the ones that are receiving benefits already. They're used to the paper coming in and all that. And I know eventually that's going to start to disappear. But getting back to someone that's in a hiring or they're looking at candidates, there's some really cool things that you were sharing with me before that can verify information and save a lot of time.
That is correct. Through the socialsecurity.gov website, you can go in, and once you're registered as your business, you can verify the name and social security number for any errors that they are, so that the person is presenting the documents, and you don't even have to see. A lot of people say they have to show you the social security card. You don't even need to see the social security card because you don't have to see it. With the name and social security number, you can just verify that information online.
Correct.
So it's going to save you a lot of time. It can save you a lot of problems if you're hiring somebody who's using a social security number that doesn't belong to them, and then you have problems with the IRS and all that kind of stuff. But you can verify everything directly through the business suites services that are available, and we call it BSO, business suites, business services online, directly through the Social Security. BSO,
okay.
And it's all available free, of course. There is no charge for you to use those services and take advantage of the online services, and it'll make your whole time easier, so that you can run your business and not worry so much about the little things that a lot of times you don't think of.
They rob your time, yes.
What do we do with important. What do we do with the W-2? How do we deduct a Social Security tax? All that information is available right there.
That's terrific. Are there any? There's so much discussion, especially in the political season, about Social Security and what's going on. Is it going to be around? And where is and that's not really what we're trying to do here today, is get into any of that talk. No, absolutely not, because it's not really our point here today, but it's to talk about what is available now and what's obviously been working for years and how to better use it for yourself. Right. And this information is critical. It's relevant, and it's very, very important. Do you hear anything from your end in terms of services or tools that are upcoming for social, that are going to be offered through Social Security?
Yes. And one of the ones that I want to mention is already available. One of the tools that it's available that all of us should be using. If you remember, Pete, before, Social Security used to mail you a statement a couple of months before your birthday and had all your earnings, and it gave you how much estimate you could receive at retirement age, disability, and so forth. We don't mail those anymore. One of the things with the budget cut is we stop mailing them. However, you can go online through socialsecurity.gov and you register. It's called My Social Security. So all of us can create our own Social Security page. Once you register and you create your PIN and password, you can go in all the time, just like online banking. And right there, you're going to have available all your earnings from the first time you started working. It's also going to give you your estimate at retirement, early retirement, full retirement age, delayed retirement. So you can use it as a financial planning tool as to what is the best for you. How much do you have in the system? How much working more will increase those benefits? It also gives you benefits that you can receive disability and survivors. If I pass away, how much are my children going to receive if you have minor children? So it's a really good tool that's available to all of us. The requirement is be 18 years old and live in the United States and, of course, have a Social Security number. Go to our website and register it on My Social Security. It's an excellent tool for everyone, business owners, employees. Everyone should be creating their account in order to establish that. Some of the things that we've seen as far as services that are affected, our office hours are shorter now. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 3, and Wednesdays we close at noon. And that is to allow us time to process all the work that we receive while we're open. And one of the things that is changing also is the services that are provided in the offices. A lot are leaning toward online. For example, benefit verification letters. If you need one, if you're receiving benefits, somebody's asking you to verify your wages or Social Security payments. Now you can print it online. We're not giving those out in the office. So there's a lot of changes pushing toward the online services, and really the website is pretty good.
Your website works. That's great.
It works really, really good too. We never had a problem with it either. Actually,
I love it.
It's one of the top.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel somewhere, right? Maria, thank you so much.
Thank
this
you,
has been
Pete.
Great information. The listeners have any questions, who should they contact?
They can go to socialsecurity.gov, whether it's to the business section or just for general information. We also have a 1-800 number, so you can go to socialsecurity.gov or call us at 1-800-772-1213, Monday through Friday, 7 to 7.
Maria, this has been terrific. Great information. We'll have you back at some point. Love it, and thank you for coming out today.
Thank you, Pete. Have a great day.
All right, we're going to go to our traffic break and then a Bloomberg update, but do not touch that dial because we're getting ready for the second half of the Pete Delatorre Business Hour. Soon to come, Sally's Biz Tips and Around Town with Clara Serrano. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the Pete De La Torre Business Hour here on 880 AM The Biz.
And now, WZAB traffic.
Problems in Broward County continue with delays 95 southbound Pembroke Road, all due to an earlier crash, which is now on the shoulder. And delays continue right on into Dade County due to a southbound crash just south of Ives Dairy Road. May want to stick with the Turnpike as your alternate. You have fine delays now if you're traveling on State Road 112 in Miami-Dade. Westbound, there's a crash at Okeechobee Road to the right lane blocked. For more traffic, follow us on Twitter at Total Traffic MIA.
Futures rise ahead of jobs data from Bloomberg World headquarters in New York. I'm Courtney Donahoe. Today marks the unofficial start of earnings season as Alcoa reports quarterly results after the closing bell. On the economic calendar this morning, we will get another reading on the labor market ahead of tomorrow's jobs report. Economists are forecasting initial jobless claims fell for the third week in a row. Futures higher ahead of that. Combined profit at the 6 largest U.S. banks jumping last year to the highest level since 2006, even as the firms allocated more than $18 billion to deal with claims they broke laws or cheated investors. Wall Street's largest banks, set to report fourth quarter earnings starting on January 14th, are contending with accusations that they misled buyers of mortgage-backed securities, rigged markets, or turned a blind eye to suspicious activity by customers. Stockpiles of corn in the U.S. are rising at the fastest pace in 19 years as a record crop overwhelms increasing demand for the grain used to make livestock feed and ethanol. That's a Bloomberg Market Minute.
Attorney Eric Deeb owns and operates Atlantic Title and Escrow Services, a fully licensed and insured title company with a staff having over 25 years of combined experience. They are ready to take on issues as they arise and ensure a smooth and timely closing. The firm also works with distressed property owners to resolve their foreclosure issues via short sale with very favorable outcomes or via loan modifications with significant principal reduction. Please contact Attorney Eric Deeb at Atlantic Title and Escrow Services today at 305-854-2663. They come to Miami by air, land, and sea. They are businesses of all sizes and in numerous sectors. Some have a local presence, others a global reach. What they all have in common is housing their business at Miami International Commerce Center, one of South Florida's largest industrial business parks with over 3.5 million square feet of flexible space to fit every business requirement. Miami International Commerce Center represents the ideal business address for freight, flex, and warehouse users. Conveniently located near Miami International Airport, Port of Miami, major thoroughfares, downtown, Miami International Commerce Centers. Grow your business with us. 305-590-1515.
Welcome back to the Pete De La Torre Business Hour here on 880 AM The Biz. And now, your host, Pete De La Torre.
Welcome back, all my friends, and you are indeed friends of the program. The show is about you, and we appreciate you being on and listening Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 a.m. during the peak of rush hour. If you've been listening to music, you can do it before the show and after. But from 8 to 9, we want you to tune in because this is about you and the information that will help you to grow your business. That is what it's all about. We want to hear from you. Please visit our website, PeteDelatorre.com. Love for you to like my Facebook page, Pete De La Torre Business Hour. Follow me on Twitter at Pete Radio Show and connect with me on LinkedIn. Before we move on, let me tell you a little bit about Inspire HR. Hiring a great employee could become your greatest liability. If you aren't aware of all the agency's rules and regulations, the fines you receive could bankrupt your business, or worse, you can end up losing your business entirely. But you don't need a full-time HR manager to stay compliant. All you need is Inspire HR. In February, they're starting a new series of workshops on how to protect your small business from an HR nightmare. See all the times and locations at inspirehrmiami.com or call their office at 786-519-4471. You've worked too hard to lose it all to an HR nightmare. Come meet them at their workshop. They will help you sleep a little easier at night. Thanks again to Maria Diaz, Public Affairs Specialist from Social Security. This is information that we kind of know about, but she gave us an update and helped us to focus, go to the website. Everything is there, and if you've got more questions on that, please let us know. And, of course, you can do that by downloading my mobile application, which is available on all the platforms. Just search Pete Della Torre, no spaces. Download it. It's free. Very, very exciting, my friends. And speaking about exciting, we are now going to reintroduce now, because she's been on the show a few times, but now we have another exciting segment that we're starting, and a big part of this show is to have these really informative segments. Again, bringing on experts from all different areas of business. And today we have here, officially launching her segment, Sally Villalba, New Dawn Enterprise. And she is, and I love this, she is a success coach. And that's what we're always trying to achieve, is success. Welcome back to the show.
Good morning, Pete. Thank you for having me.
This is exciting, and this segment, just for everybody's information, is going to be called Sally's Biz Tips. And there is a lot behind that that we'll be expanding on. But for the benefit of the listeners, many are listening for the first time, tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is that you do.
Well, I've been in the business of coaching for, I think, as long as I've been outside in the working environment.
Sure.
I've always tried to help my clients, my customers, into one way or another being successful in their business. So when I took that to the next level and started doing something on my own, I found out that I was doing it all along, and I love it. And like you said, success coaching. If you're succeeding in what you're doing, so am I at what I'm doing.
Sure.
So I love helping people, and my job right now as an executive success business coach, all these titles, is to be a strategist, a realist, a innovative partner for you, and a strategic thinker. I am basically the little head, the little voice behind your head, giving you all these tips and good things for you to be successful at what you do.
You're the voice that we need to listen to.
Hopefully, yes. There's a lot of voices out there, but I want to be the one that inspires. I want to be the one that opens the doors, that facilitates. I mean, every business owner is great at running their business. They don't have time to do a lot of things. They don't even have time sometimes to think about what they have in-house that would actually help them move on and be successful in what they have. So my job, the way I look at it, is to help you discover your possibilities, the ones that you have in-house, the ones that are out there for you to use. So I'm here giving tips for you to use on your benefit.
Now, we were talking before the show started today about what you're going to emphasize today with the first official Sally's Biz Tips, and it is along the line of focus, right?
Well, yes. I mean, when you look at it as entrepreneurs, we're constantly looking for quality strategies to save time, to work smarter, and be more organized. So I have compiled a little list of apps, actually, for desktop and mobile to add to your entrepreneurial toolkit. So according to entrepreneur.com, they're must-haves for the modern business leaders.
Right.
And
what are those must-haves?
We're all modern business leaders. So look at it this way. Are you looking ways to save time, to work smarter, and be more organized in your business? Aren't we all?
Obviously.
Aren't we all? So I have the tips that are going to take you to that entrepreneurial excellence level. So number one, do you think your snazzy hard drive is fail-proof? I mean, don't we really believe that our computer is never going to go down? So you better think again. And I am not a techie person, but I am just looking out there for you.
Don't look at me.
I'm not. But if you feel that backing up is a pain, I mean, and it really is for some things that I do. I've been backing up my data, and it's horrible. But it's worse to lose your data. So there's a small little app that is called Mozy. M as in Mary, O-Z as in zebra, Y. It's great. It gives you a time to automate your stuff. It backs up solution that will keep your precious data safe. And it has an option for your personal, for your business, and even in an enterprise level. It is huge. It's great. I tried it, and I'm all backed up and safe.
What does enterprise level mean?
It means that not only you can do it for yourself, for your small business, but it works for big companies with additional.
So this is an app available, free app, I imagine, right? Or no, do you pay for this?
Well, if you want to go to an entrepreneurial level, you have to pay for it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what the cost is?
Not for an entrepreneurial level at this moment. I can research that. But if you want to back up, Mosey is great. It really is.
Super.
Now, more than business savvy, I mean, we're all trying to be business savvy constantly, but more than that, you also have to be mentally fit. I mean, that is paramount. So, are you taking care of your inner self? Are you, Pete? Are you taking care of your inner self?
I try to. Not enough, apparently.
Well, there's an app. It's called Omvana. OMVANA. Actually, I have that, and I had that even before I knew about this article.
What does that app do for me? Or what can it do for me?
It gives you access to the best personal growth audio, and it really does. It has everything from world-class motivational speakers to calming meditation music and sounds to rousing speeches. I mean, it really does.
Whatever we need at a particular time. We need to calm down. We need to get ourselves fired up, psyched up.
Correct.
You've got something there for depending on the need.
And I was actually researching a couple of people, and when there's a lot of interviews out there for successful entrepreneurs, and they all say that they take during their working hour 10, 15 minutes to just meditate, calm down, and rearrange themselves.
One of the things that we were talking about before is the fact that being an entrepreneur can be very, very stressful.
Oh, yeah.
Very stressful because many, 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 many times you are alone. It is your battle. And even though we're surrounded by great advisors and mentors and great clients and all that, a lot of your journey is your own journey, and if it's to be, it's up to me, right? So one of the things we've got to be able to do is utilize productive, positive tools. And one of the most important is to be able to get yourself, kind of regroup it yourself. And there's so many ways to do that. Obviously, meditation is a huge one because it quiets your mind and gets you refocused again, as we opened it up with this tip, right?
And meditation is not just only, looking at yourself as a Buddhist monk.
Right.
It's actually taking a couple of minutes and just breathing deeply and getting refocused. And really, when you do that, you make better decisions. So whenever you're in that moment that you know you have to make a decision and time is running out and you're in all this stress zone that we usually are, take a couple of minutes, take 3, 4, 5 deep breaths, calm yourself down. That in itself is meditating, and you see things differently. And really, your answers come back. To be honest with you, entrepreneurship is one of the most stressful roller coaster rides in anyone's life.
Absolutely.
And when you're out there on your own making it happen, you need to be focused. Otherwise, you're going to be making the wrong decisions.
Right.
And that's not good for
Okay,
you.
we got about a minute or so left.
So we got the third one.
We got the third one.
The third one is Wunderlist with a U. It's the easiest way to manage and share to-do lists. This is really great.
So it's W-U.
You.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tongue twister.
WUDERLIST. And it manages your to-do list. It's a quick and simple to add your tasks and subtasks. It sets up repeating events. It's better than a calendar because it even assigns to-do lists to other people that you want them to.
Does it help you when you're trying to wake up early in the morning and you don't want to wake up?
No, it's not an alarm. It just helps you with your to-do list.
Does it talk to you and say, get out of bed, it's time to go up, stop doing the extra sleeping there? So, okay, so to wrap it up, what are quickly the 3 tips we just covered today?
Well, Mosey to help you back up.
All the information in computer, correct? Number 2?
Omvana to keep you focused, organized, and really on track with yourself. Wunderlist to manage your to-do list and keep you organized and connected with your team. And I believe that when you have all that, you have the peace of mind to run the rest of your business with all your attention.
Beautiful. My friends, we're going to do this every 2 weeks. This is Sally's Biz Tips. How can the audience get a hold of you?
My phone number is 305-905-1164. And the website is discoveringyourpossibilities.com.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're very
This is going to
welcome,
be a
sir.
lot of fun. We're going to go to our final break, but when we come back, talk about tongue twisters, we're going to have Clara Serrano, Freedom Concierge Services, and we're going to look around town this weekend in South Florida. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the Pete De La Torre Business Hour here on 880 AM The Biz.
Attorney Eric Deeb owns and operates Atlantic Title and Escrow Services, a fully licensed and insured title company with a staff having over 25 years of combined experience. They are ready to take on issues as they arise and ensure a smooth and timely closing. The firm also works with distressed property owners to resolve their foreclosure issues via short sale with very favorable outcomes or via loan modifications with significant principal reduction. Please contact Attorney Eric Deeb at Atlantic Title and Escrow Services today at 305-854-2663. Admin eSolutions believes that your website is the centerpiece of your marketing. They believe that your website should convey credibility and trust. They believe in producing results, and they guarantee it. When you're looking for a new website and you want to go to the next level, you need to call Admin eSolutions 561-272-8567 or visit their website, adminesolutions.com. Your website should produce leads and work for you. The time to redesign your website is now.
I'm Bill Gross, certified public accountant and certified financial planner and president of Gross Financial Services. I've been helping individuals plan and secure their retirement for over 30 years. One of the ways we can do this is with our new 5.75 annual percentage yield paid monthly program backed by major insurance companies. Call me toll-free at 866-684-1224. That's 866-684-1224.
Welcome back to the Pete De La Torre Business Hour here on 880 AM The Biz. And now, your host, Pete De La Torre.
Okay, welcome back, all my friends, to the Pete De La Torre Business Hour here on 880 AM The Biz. Of course, today's show is sponsored by FIU College of Business, Kathy Pareto and Associates, PS Business Parks, and Inspire HR. And a big, big thank you to Sally Villarba, New Dawn Enterprise. What a great way to start her new segment, Sally's Biz Tips. Okay, speaking about segments, and this is the first one for 2014, we have on the line the one individual who is so connected to what's going on in town that it's mind-boggling, and that's Clara Serrano, Freedom Concierge Services, to give us an update of what's happening around town. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Pete. Happy New Year to everyone out there.
Super. So what's happening around town in the, now it's really the second weekend of 2014?
It is. Well, what's going on is a new little restaurant in Coconut Grove that I want to talk a little bit about.
Let's do it.
On Commodore Plaza, which leads to Strata, the sexy new Italian in the Grove. Strata in the Grove serves exquisite cuisine that's both homey and elegant. The walls are lined with hanging pots filled with basil, thyme, tarragon, rosemary, and tiny tomatoes. The slender space, straight out of Manhattan's West Village, is understated with a gray-on-gray color scheme, big barrel lighting, and cozy candle-top marble tables. Some of their must-tries is an antipasta board loaded with just carved meats and cheeses, chicken liver pate made with lots of long-cooked onions, garlic and herb-infused toast on bread that's shipped from Italy, meaty green olive stuffed with pungent gorgonzola and gently fried with the lightest dusting of breadcrumbs, and octopus done 3 ways, all which are fantastic. Strata in the Grove is located at 3176 Commodore Plaza in Coconut Grove.
So it's a Strata. Or Strata. How do you spell it?
Strata. S-T-R-A-D-A. Strata on the Grove.
Gotcha. Okay, super. You know, you get me hungry already.
I know. Some of those dishes sound amazing.
Wow.
Let me tell you, there's a lot of buzz about this little place there. And as you probably know, Pete, I'm from New York, and anything that reminds me of the Village is one of my favorite places here in Miami.
Fantastic. So what else is going on?
So also, Billy Joel opened up his 2014 tour dates at the BB&T Center in Sunside on January the 7th, and a second show is scheduled for Saturday, January 11th. Billy Joel will also be performing live in Tampa on January the 17th and Jacksonville on the 22nd. The reviews have raved that Joel's voice makes you feel like the time machine plopped you back in 1983.
No, he's amazing, and I mean, he goes back many. I just saw something about a week and a half ago on CBS, the Kennedy Center honorees, and he was one of them. What a great tribute! Unbelievable the impact he's made. So that's exciting.
Well, and they say that he sounds amazing. He has a 19-piece orchestra with him.
Wow.
Tickets are sold out online, but if anyone is interested, please feel free to call me at 786-307-3574. I do have access to some seats.
Beautiful.
Natalie Merchant makes Arch Center debut on Sunday, backed by a 38-piece orchestra. Merchant will be performing a few of her Maniac hits, plus solo favorites including Carnival, Wonder, Kind and Generous, and Jealousy. She'll also perform tracks from her latest album, Leave Your Sleep, which was inspired by children's literature, and from her upcoming project due out in April. Natalie Merchant will be playing at the Adrian Arts Center on Sunday, January the 12th at 8 p.m., and, of course, the Adrian Arts Center is located at 1300 Biscayne Boulevard in Miami. Again, if anyone is looking for seats, there are seats available online at www.artscenter.org, or you can also contact me for seats there.
Fantastic. You are well connected, Clara.
The greatest show on earth is taking over downtown Miami's American Airlines Arena, where the Miami Heat hang their championship banners through January the 12th. Ringling Barnum's Bailey Circus will be in town, in addition to the things that you expect, like the funny clowns, the death-defying acrobats, trained tigers, and elephants performing tricks. This year's version of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus Extravaganza will feature all of that, but also will offer something unexpected, some basketball. Of course, it won't be your run-of-the-mill rounds ball with athletes running up and down the court. That would be just too easy. No, the King Charles Troupe, the first all-black circus act in the 143 years of the history of Ringling Brothers, features 12 basketball players dribbling, passing, and shooting the ball while riding unicycles, some stretching more than 10 feet high.
Okay. No, go ahead. We got about a minute left, but go ahead, wrap it up.
The show runs through January the 20th, and if you go 90 minutes before showtime, they will have a free animal open house and all-access pre-show.
Fantastic. Well, Clara, once again, you outdid yourself. You get us not just information, but the fun information and the things that we need to think about as we're approaching our weekends. Again, for the benefit of the listeners, we do this every Thursday. Clara, of course, Freedom Concierge Services is an event maker. She's also, again, connected to everything going on. Again, the new restaurant Strata and Coconut Grove is a perfect example. Clara, thank you very much. For more information, real quick, your phone number?
786-307-3574.
Fantastic, Clara. Thank you once again, and we'll do it again next week.
Have a great day.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, my friends, that wraps it up for this morning on the Pete Torre Business Hour. Thank you to all of my guests. It's been great. Remember, this is Biz Innovators Month. Entrepreneurship, small business is where it's at. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Make it a profitable one, and God bless.
Thank you for tuning in to the Pete Torre Business Hour, your home for late-breaking news on business opportunities and economic development in South Florida. Tune in again tomorrow at 8 a.m. for the Pete Torre Business Hour here on 880 AM The Biz.